Today I'm making a favourite in my household. Macaroni cheese, or mac and cheese, or macaroni pie, whatever you call it. It is going down today. And it is so easy and quick to make. You're going to make your own cheese sauce. None of that jar or packet stuff. And it's going to be fabulous. So, if you are up for the challenge, get your ingredients ready and let's do this. So I have a few things going on here. If you're not great at multitasking, I would do one thing at a time. So I've just got my pasta boiling away here. I've got some butter in a pan, ready to make my roux for my cheese sauce. And I've also got some onions frying off in a tiny bit of avocado oil. If I can even speak today. Avocado oil. There you go. So if you're not good at multitasking, as I said, do one thing at a time. I would probably fry the onion first, then cook the pasta, and then lastly do the sauce, because you have to keep an eye on that. The pasta we want al dente. We don't want it cooked too softly because it's going to go in the oven and cook some more, and we don't like floppy pasta. Okay, so let's get on and make the sauce. Salted butter here, nicely melted, and then I'm going to put some flour in. This is plain spelt flour, and we'll start making our roux for our sauce. Oops, I'm making loads of mess as usual. So whisk this around. I'm going to put a little bit more flour in. Let it thicken up. Okay, and now I'm going to gradually add some milk. The milk I'm using is hemp milk, but any milk will do. It will start thickening up now. And just add a little bit at a time. Don't worry if it starts getting lumpy. The lumps will go. More milk. And as I said, I'm using hemp milk, but any milk will do. Quite often use almond milk or soya milk for this. See, the lumps are near enough gone now. But just keep adding your milk. And keep whisking it. Do not take your eye off of this. And as it comes up to temperature, it will start thickening again. I'm going to add quite a bit of milk now and make it quite loose, because we need to cook the flour out. So I'll add a little bit more. But just keep your eye on it, keep whisking it. As I said, you don't want lumps at the bottom, and that's what will happen if you stop whisking. So just let it come back up to temperature now, because it's quite cold because I've put a lot of milk in. While I'm waiting for that to come up to temperature, I'm going to give my onions a little stir. Add some pepper, some salt, let those continue softening. We don't want a colour on these, so don't put these up too high. And then back to our sauce. Now my sauce is coming up to temperature, I'm going to put the oven on and preheat it to 200 quickly give my onions another little stir. So this is starting to thicken up again now, so I'm going to start adding some flavour. So first I'm going to go in with some black pepper. Some mustard powder. A little bit of salt. Don't want to put too much in. Himalayan, of course. And just give that a mix. So it's getting really thick now, so I'm going to add a little bit more milk. Loosen it up a bit. We need the flour to cook out of this, otherwise you'll have like a not a very nice floury taste in your sauce. A little bit more milk. Okay. So what I also add is Bajan hot pepper sauce. Always add this in my macaroni. Just gives it a little heat and adds to the mustard flavour of the mustard powder. Now, depending on how hot you like it, put more or less in. Right, my onions are done, so I'm going to put them over on one side for a moment. I'm just going to taste a little bit. Okay. So now for the cheese. And I've got some Red Leicester. Some mature cheddar, equal amounts. Mix that in, let it melt. And when you add the cheese in, it's going to thicken up again. So you may want to add a little bit more milk, but not too much, because you don't want a really runny sauce. You want a nice thick-ish sauce that's going to cover the macaroni nicely. So just keep whisking until your cheese is melted. I'm actually going to turn the light on because it's a bit dark in here. That's better. Right, let's taste this again. I'm going to put a little bit more cheese in. Okay, so my cheese is near enough melted, so now I'm going to add my onion to the sauce. I always put onion in my mac sauce. Cheese and onion is a great combination, and you won't really feel the onions once it's cooked in the oven, but it definitely gives it an extra flavour, and I've tried it without and it doesn't give you the same taste. So put those onions in there. Right, so I'm just going to turn it down now and let it cook a little bit longer while my pasta is finishing off, and then we can start building our dish. My pasta is ready now. Still a little bit hard in the middle, just how I like it. So I'm going to drain that and we can start building our dish up. So what I have done is drained my pasta and then put it back in the saucepan, because I'm going to mix my pasta in there. So I'm going to go with half of the sauce first. And mix it up. And I like my macaroni quite saucy. Loads of sauce. And what I'm going to do, now the sauce is in with the pasta, I'm just going to taste a little bit carefully because it's very hot. See if it needs seasoning, and it needs a little bit of salt. So let's mix that up. Okay. And then I've got a dish here. I'm going to put my macaroni in the dish. Don't leave behind any sauce. In the dish nicely. I might actually put a tiny bit more sauce in. Okay, now this sauce that's left over, you can freeze it and it defrosts really well for another day when you might be feeling like macaroni, maybe a little small macaroni, but you can't be asked to make the sauce. It's great to freeze. So, in the dish, I have got some leftover mature cheddar and Red Leicester, and I've also got some mozzarella. So I'm going to probably use half of this. So on with the Red Leicester. Make sure it's nice and evenly spread. Then we can go in with our cheddar. Okay. And then lastly, our mozzarella. And just tear it, make sure it's nicely covering your dish. Put a little bit more because we like it cheesy. And this definitely isn't a recipe for anyone that's trying to eat low fat, because this is full fat. Okay, and now that is ready for the oven. And there you have my lovely macaroni out the oven. It was in for 25 minutes, and as you can see, it's nice and golden and brown and ready to enjoy.